Hey everybody, I'm creating and will host a leadership intensive called Fearless Leadership on November 4th here in Parsippany, New Jersey. And when I first started to create it, it kind of had that typical leadership development, personal development feel. And that's okay. There's a place for that, and there's people in the world that do amazing work in that space. But it wasn't speaking to my heart. And then over the last few months, what I've been struck by, and it's really hit me right in the heart, right between the eyes, is all of the situations in our world, the political rhetoric, the violence, both domestic and abroad. It's eating me up. I hate it. It makes me sad. It makes me angry. It makes me pessimistic about the future, and I don't like it. And I want to do something. I don't want to just be another voice in the blogosphere. I don't want to just post another video or a rant on social media. I want to make a difference. And so it struck me, this intensive, this fearless leadership intensive that I'm doing in November is really needs to be designed around how I'm feeling and to serve others that are feeling the same way. Because at the core of it, we're divided. We're divided as a world. We're divided as communities. Here in my own neighborhood, probably just like yours, people smile and they nod, but they open up their garage, they pull in their cars, they close their garage, and never to be seen again until the next day at 5 o'clock. That's our world. And I don't want it to be like that. I don't want it to be like that for my kids. I want to stand for a possibility of a world that's connected. I want to stand for the possibility of a world that we can disagree, that we can be different, and that's okay. That's the type of world I want to be in. That's the type of world I want to raise my two daughters in. And so that's what we're going to do. This Fearless Leadership Intensive in November the original design has been thrown out. And it's been re-energized by this why that I'm feeling, this purpose, this calling that I feel that I have. And so I want people in the room on November 4th. I want people on the coaching calls that are going to come before and after our day together on November 4th. I want to be with 10 people. It's only going to be 10 people. I want to be with 10 people who want to make a difference. Maybe they don't know how. Just like me, I'm figuring it out as I go. But what I do know is that at this Fearless Leadership Intensive, we're going to break down walls. We're going to create a space where the 10 of us, the 11 of us, we're going to stand for the possibility that our organizations can represent the type of communities and the type of world that we want the world to be. Our organizations, as a result of the work that we're going to do together, that they are going to represent connectedness, inclusion, giftedness, and possibility. And we're going to break down the fears that come with the idea of doing that. Because there's a lot of shoulds, there's a lot of books, there's a lot of things that tell us how we should show up in the world. But what's called for right now is something different. What's called for right now is a different type of leader, a fearless leader, a servant leader that's going to make a difference, that's going to stand for a new possibility, that's going to convene their people together to make a powerful impact on the world. And the good news is that it's great for the bottom line. So you don't have to make a sacrifice of one to do the other. And so if you are feeling like I'm feeling today, if you're feeling about the world, about the political rhetoric, about the messages that we're getting in the media and the tragic things that are happening all over the world, and you want to make a difference, start with your company. Whether you lead 10 people or you lead a $10 billion business. If you lead a two, or you lead a team of two, or you lead a team of 200. If you want to make a difference, if you want to lead differently, if you want to turn your leadership on its head and create a new possibility for the world that we live in and for your team or your organization, then this is where you need to be. If this sounds interesting to you, fill out the form below and let's get on a call and figure out if you're right to be in this room, because this is not for everybody. If you are happy just grinding it out, doing your 40, 50 hours a week, reaching the objectives that you have, the dreams that you have for your life and for your business, which is fine, and you want to keep doing that, this isn't for you. But if you want to be challenged, if you want to be stretched, if you want to be fearless, then this intensive on November 4th is for you. Fill out the form below and let's have a conversation and figure out how we get you in the room.